Hello my friends, and welcome to another edition of the Virtual Expo Business Report, where we deliver real news from the virtual world. I'm your host, Jay Todd, and hey, looks like fall is in the air, right? This bi-weekly program is designed for individuals and business executives interested in social media and marketing, especially online events and webinars, and how those events can help grow your web company. This week, we have stories on using Twitter to your benefit, plus a more personal web event designed to help senior citizens with legal issues that could potentially affect them. But first, let's start with something certain to have an impact on millions of internet users from around the world. I am, of course, talking about the upcoming release of Internet Explorer version 10. Microsoft announced that this latest browser of theirs will ship in two versions, one with plugin support and one without. This means that the one without will no longer support things like Adobe Flash Player, an important part of the web experience for many years now, and the current default platform for all those Facebook games with all those millions of users. Now, I'm not a technical person, and this is not a technical show, but if you are someone who uses the internet for business, you may want to ask your IT guy or girl how this change could affect you, especially if you run a website with all that fancy schmancy Flash animation. Of course, Adobe was quick to fire back that Flash will remain an important part of the web experience for many years to come because, after all, there are important differences between what their product delivers and the pure HTML version of IE 10. What else did you want them to say? That they're out of date? That the product is no good anymore? I mean, what choice did they have, really? We'll be back in just a moment. Before we get into the second half of the show and discuss how Twitter can help your business grow, I wanted to take a moment for a more personal issue. If you're like me, a middle-aged professional, well, approaching middle-aged, then you may have found yourself lying awake at night worrying about an aging parent. Well, the nonprofit National Private Duty Association is having a web conference which just might interest you. They will be covering all those legal topics which can affect seniors, such as wills and trusts, power of attorney, and informed consent. It's scheduled for September 22nd, it's free of charge, and you can register by visiting privatedutyhomecare.org. Okay, if you're a member of society in the 21st century, then no doubt you've heard of a little company called Twitter. It seems that everyone has a Twitter account these days, and everyone's got something to say, right? And businesses have known about the power of this microblog for some time. Now, Twitter is helping those businesses who use them as a tool by rolling out their own web analytics service. When released, this new service will enable users to track the use of their content across Twitter, to see the amount of traffic Twitter sends to their site, and to measure the effectiveness of the tweet button integration. Yeah. And all these new tools come courtesy of Twitter's recent acquisition of the Backtype website in July. So, there's your virtual Expo show in a nutshell. You could actually take this show and share it with your friends by tweeting it. Maybe tweet and retweet. I don't know. Can you retweet a tweet? You can tweet a tweet. You can retweet a tweet. Someone tweets and then you retweet the tweet. To tweet or not to tweet? I guess that's the damn question.